Now before we go ahead and close these, we are going to tack the pieces in place with a little bit of glue. You recall that we left a 5mm allowance in order to sew our seam. Now 5mm may be a lot, but at the same time, when you lay the glue here on either side and then you stitch it and fold it, there's no chance that you're going to have glue in the seam unless you're a very messy gluer, but really you're only going to take just a dab of glue on the edges to hold them in place, while you are sewing. Now normally I would do this under my vacuum hood, but what we're going to do here is just a titch of glue on the edge. Alright, so here we are at the sewing machine. I have gone ahead and glued the two pieces together, and I've also used our original pattern to kind of mark out a guideline for getting a nice straight line. So just get a good start here. Okay, so we have closed the upper, and now we need to trim our overlap, sew our thread, and after that then we'll lay some stripping down here to back onto our broguing. Now you just come, and now you want to trim that, but you don't want to be so close to the thread that you impair the seam. So about 1 millimeter or so, trim nice and close. Kind of like that. And we'll do the same thing with the medial seam. So now we're going to pound these out, flatten them out, make them nice. This is just a kind of a molding stick. It's roughly in the shape of a calf and a heel. It's 1-inch pine covered in horsehide. Pretty handy. Now, like I say, I usually spit on this stuff. You can have a little bit of water, dip it on there, but you can take a straighter edge. My hand hammer has an end. It's used for separating the two sides of the seam. And now, from experience, I'll tell you, pound gently, because sometimes the leather will crack if it's very dry. So, and this is what we've got here, a nice clean seam. Now we're going to do a little cheating here. This is a pair of granny boots I made. I'm going to steal the front. This is just a wingtip pattern. It's going to accent the toe, going to look very nice. Purely decorative. Alright, so now we are going to cut out some strips and back that onto the broguing. That will lay just like that. I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go. So do that on the other one. Okay, so that should work. Perfect. And this edge, this strip is actually going to work as my folding edge. It's going to set an edge and I'll fold over that. If you're not doing the broguing, you can use top line tape. This is a polyester tape, sticky, somewhat sticky on one side. Just to kind of tack it into place. And you would go along the top line like this, something along those lines, and then you would use that edge to fold over, and then when you have folded it over and you do your stitch, it is a very strong reinforcement. But in this case we're going to use the leather, because I think it would just be redundant to do both, and we have to you know, back those holes anyway. So what we're going to do is on the one edge that we're going to use as the folding edge, we're going to just break the edge. We're not going to skive it down to 0, but we are going to take some of it away. But then on the other side we're going to skive it right down to 0. So this will come over and this will be blended right into the shoe nicely. The front portion here, because we're going around a curve, we're going to need to put some little slits in the backing here. So just to assist in going around the corner, I'm going to put some little slits in there. Okay, so we'll come back, overlap ever so slightly, and follow our line. Okay. So this is roughly how it should look on the inside. And that should work out just fine. I'm laying this on with the glue wet, just to tack it into place. Because again, we want to avoid getting glue on this side because it'll show through the holes and it's not very attractive. So we just glue the one side and lay the backing on wet. So there you go.